Hello everyone, I am Pavan Kalyan. I am Pavan Kalyan studying architecture at Dr. NGR Education and Research Institute, and we have been incubated at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Center from past 1 year, and our project is being funded by Dr. NGR DST NewGen IEDC.
Hello, I am Pankaj Jangid.
Hello, this is Mithil Solanki, and I'm going to tell you about the problem statement we are having and as well as the solution. So the problem statement was based related to industry. It was about coir fiber. So when you see industrial product as a carpet and the industrial units, you might see lots of fibers are being wasted. So the thing is, there is no proper end product to recycle it for, and as it goes to the landfills or they burn it for biofuel, etc. So these fibers has to be utilized in somewhere since they are natural resource, and the problem, as it was from a company side, they were facing this issue from a very long time, and someday it has to be solved. So that's where we started with this solution. We first brainstormed many different ideas where we can understand the properties of fiber and the end products that can be achieved so that it's utilized as well as in market and people are there to buy it. This is how we came on to conclusion wherein we can utilize these fibers in the field of acoustics, wherein it's good for sound absorption, and of course lots of tests have already done, there are a lot of research done, and it's all proves it's a good material and can replace the current material in the market too. Now the talking about replacement comes as like if you see these days they use glass fiber mainly, or you can know it as glass wool, its market name. So it is being used widely for soundproofing, even in installations. It's been said, and also lots of research has been done, concluding that glass fiber leads towards cancer. So it's like when you breathe, the small fiber particles goes into your body and can cause cancer. So, and since soundproofing is required in lots of areas these days, since now it's a problem and also good acoustics is a need for good speech intelligibility and also the talking, whatever for any interior environment. So that's where using a natural resource can be a good thing, as well as that is from a recycled source. So it saves natural resource too, and also makes the possibility for recycled material to come into the market. So that is how I'm just going to explain you. So this is one form of waste what we can see. So this is basically the carpet that comes as a cutout from the industrial units, and you can see lots of amount of this being produced and being utilized for nothing. So we take this and we go under some process and we try to remove this or make a mixture of this into small fibers. Later these small fibers are proportional and completed within a given thickness and given dimensions to form a panel. So one way or the way we take these waste fibers and convert it into a panel form. So as I was explaining about the formation of the panel and the process, so this is, as you can see, a basic form of whatever actual material is. So whatever carpets we get, we convert it into this form. So we can call it a mixture of waste fibers. Now these fibers are processed in a proper way to get certain ratio that is in proportional to the making of panel. This is another form of fiber matters, you can say. So matters are made up of this material. As you can see, it's flexible enough to and when So, as I was telling about the flexibility, panel has to be flexible enough to contour any wall surfaces and any surface where the panel has to be fixed. So, this is that sheet that gives us that stability, and this is applied or form of a sandwich wherein we use both the materials and physically compress them without using any chemicals, so to give more sound absorption property. And that's how you can see a very basic prototype. You can call it a cushion too. The difference is it is being designed to absorb sound, as well as this is a very basic form, and this is our very first prototype, which we are going to further more analyze and go into the design part. So as you can see, the thickness is a very efficient knowledge to be applied when it comes to absorption or any interior surface. So it's like if I need to soundproof any interior space, you have to first know the sound source. So in decibels or in call it frequency too, but decibels is more practical way. And knowing that, you can actually compare the average decibels that is required and the over average decibels that have been found when any sound is being produced in any room. So now let's say if there is a room with the sound decibels of 90 decibels, and you might say you've been very disturbed within the environment, you might have to bring it down to, let's say, 60 or 75 decibels. So that can give a difference of around 50 to 20 decibels. Now that's a very big achievement when you are able to get those decibels down. So basically, you can go for a sound absorption panel. So that's what this is, and it helps us to do that. Now to understand the thickness that you have to achieve, there are lots of practical ways and also software based ways wherein you have to analyze the output or the sound instruments in the space, and based on that, the given data, you can actually identify the needed thickness for your absorption panel. So basically, it starts from 15 to 20 mm and it goes around 50, 60 depending upon the need of the panel to be placed. So that's how you can see varying thickness, and also the dimension matters. Not every single surface of your wall or the ceilings has to be panel proofed. The only that again depends on various different conclusions and the idea behind the physical theory. So it's like corners are meant to bend or reflect more sounds. So corners are definitely one of the very prior source where you soundproof it, and other than that, the nearby places or the around places of your sound instrument. So it does include floor, ceiling, mats, and every single thing counts. So the number of panels or the use of panels, increasing use of panels totally depends on your end need. So how flexible you want it to be and how much soundproofing you really need based on your activity that has to be done. So this is the basic way, and other than that, you can see. So this is another form. So it's, as you see, it's flexible. It's little weight, but lightweight can be done. And other than that, other standards can be improved too, such as fire standards and absorption of let's say harmful gases too, since it's an organic material. So it can do that too, and it's a good advantage for that. And apart from that, it doesn't attract any fungi when you compare to other materials. So even people use wood particle boards as a soundproofing, but the problem is it attracts fungi and other insects. So that can lead it to rotting. So Comparatively to that, coir fiber is really good in these things, and it is really opposite to what other products does, and it can be a really good material, and also a panel that can come into future of acoustics as a core material to be used. So this is one basic. So this all about fabric wrap panels. So as per the design need and also the interior environment, you can get various different textiles, and that automatically varies the cost. But coming to the part, uh, textiles can also add to your absorption property. That's how you select your textile and the design as it goes. Whatever design you need, it can be given, and so this is what we have been doing, and this is how we are approaching towards as of a startup. To come into the startup point, we were selected for Start-up NIDHI. So it's a government fund, and will be getting a helping support of rupees 10 lakhs to form our startup and succeed in our way. So we are totally hopeful and we plan to stick on to that. Thank you for so much.